Well. It's time for another live stream from Gen Con. It's your green Raninis, which is what I'm calling us now, I guess.
When do we get shirts?
Yeah. Well, here's a question for folks if you're tuning in just now and you're wondering what we're doing. If we were to do, like, let's say a yearly awards thing, would we want to call it the Green Roninis, or would we want to have a different name for the award?
Green Ronini actually sounds like a kind of pasta that I would eat.
I'm hungry.
Legitimately.
So you can hear the voices of our friends who are hidden behind the modesty
waved at the camera, you
shield.
can't
I'm
see
going to lower it so that you may see all of their beautiful faces. Hi, pals. Look at that. So, yeah, isn't that great? I love 360.
Everybody. Just me?
Look at my finger there.
Oh, that's fair.
That's funny. You know what we should all do? Just for everyone at home? All of us do this, like, with your finger, like.
Oh, so they can unlock our phones.
Yeah.
Study our fingerprint.
Yeah.
Mine only opens with my face.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
shenanigans aside, let's get into some shenanigans. Meric, thank you so much for stopping by. This is, look at two of my favorite streaming groups. We've got Meric, we've got Allie. Meric, I was just gonna totally forget what's your parent company. It's
Skyhammer Press.
that's it.
That's what we're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like, is that what we're talking about?
I'm like, who are we talking about? We
Yes.
got so much to talk about.
And so you GMing the Expanse for
2 years. 2 years.
Wow.
Yes, 2 years live. Yeah.
that is awesome.
Since the Kickstarter came out, but 2 years live on YouTube.
So when you started streaming, you were doing it kind of edited, record and edit.
Yeah. I mean, like we did a one shot on the podcast of the Expanse, like as soon as we got the stuff.
Yeah.
And we played that right away, and then we played offline campaigns. But when Beyond the Ring came out, the team did review, and we were so excited about it,
Yeah.
and Troy was so excited about it that we went, let's do a campaign.
Love it. Love the campaign. Now you're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, Hellbreakers finished its third season back in June,
Yeah.
and we are currently prepping our new campaign, which is going to be Fantasy Age, the Diesel Punk campaign setting. We're going to do it, November-ish. We're still figuring out the exact dates, but the Session 0 video, 12 minutes long, it's nice and chopped down.
Yeah.
Just went up on YouTube this morning.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Yeah. So we'll share that. I'm
So after
super
you're
excited.
done watching this, go
Then you
watch
go
that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So let's just do a quick around the table, starting with your new face.
Yes, I'm hello. I'm part of Dice Trap. So
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And you've been on our stream before. You've been on
I
our
have.
stage with
Yeah.
our World Village. That was a lot of fun.
yeah, it really was.
And then our Mute Mastermind draft on stream. That
Right.
was fun. That was our first one.
It's a good time.
I'm Zoe. I'm also from Dice Drop.
Yes, you are.
I'm Allie. I'm the game goddess of Dice Drop.
That's right.
I love Game Book. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I only
That's
got
pretty
one
solid.
Twitter hate from it, and I said, I hope you have the day you deserve. Immediately, never said anything ever again.
So, like all things at conventions, we got to do this kind of spammy. Not that truncated, not the all the adventure we never hoped for, just in a more potent time. So I'm Troy, of course, embodied for you for your pleasure, and I think let's turn it over to you. Let's go.
I'll do the thing.
Thank you,
Okay,
my friend.
so we're going to read the thing, and then you're going to introduce your characters, and then we're going to kick off into the stuff. So, reading the thing. You've had plenty of time to get to know one another on this most recent transit through the system, with nothing but days of steady routine acceleration and occasional course corrections. You skirt closer to the tumbling rocks of the belt, midway through your day-long shift. Things are pretty routine when you notice something unusual on the long-range scans. So we can assume that Alec, you're going to be up there doing the scanning since you're the pilot. We'll get back around to that. A metallic body whose composition and shape isn't an asteroid, but almost certainly a ship. It emits no transponder signal, however, and its power emissions are essentially nil at this distance. Its drive is not active, and it's likely even its reactor is shut down. It is adrift, a ghost ship floating in the belt. Now, you are all, various people doing this sort of long-haul mission. Money is always a motivator. And if there's a ship out there, that's a big fun. So if we want to go around the table, let's start with Kyle. Who is your character?
So, my character's name is Chow Zhong Sokolov. He is a medic with a criminal past. And, yeah, he's... I'm reading I'm reading the background right now, too.
Yeah, all good.
Born on Ganymede Station. He's a belter. Pretty chill guy, too.
All right.
So,
none of our players here have played the Expanse before.
no.
All right.
System.
So I'm gonna give a little bit of information. Ganymede is outer planet's moon that produces a lot of food. There's a lot of biological, medical, like universities, training, and a lot of that concentrated knowledge.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to be playing Addison Addie Grant. I was lovingly told that I am the mechanic, so haha. Essentially, I was born on Mars, which is really cool. I seem to, based upon looking about this, I seem to be very pretty but smart at the same time, and I get that lovely compliment of you're smarter than you look. I like to fix things and I like making friends, but I also apparently have a tendency to overdo my enjoyment. So that sounds like I'm going to have a fun time.
Excellent.
It literally says that word for word. You will overdo your enjoyment. Sorry for
Awesome.
dropping dice. Thank you.
Hey, real quick before we move forward, the chat says you could be a little louder.
I can be.
You a little louder as well.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will project better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just
So
lean in.
yeah. Excellent. So Mars. It is a colony world. They have their own government. They are currently terraforming and trying to turn Mars into a paradise that Earth has already left behind due to overcrowding and pollution and so on. And so Martians they think they're better than everybody else. That's kind of a stereotype about
Chad,
Martians.
if you want to get the vibe of this character, Space Cowboy Matthew McConaughey.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That
Exactly.
is very
Actually, 100%. Canon in there. There's an area called the Mariner
Thank you,
Valley, who have Southern accents, who have Texan accents.
Perfect.
I love it.
amazing.
That's wonderful for me to know. I'm playing Casey Katari, and her ancestors were one of the first settlers of the Mariner Valley.
Yeah.
She's also a pilot, so that means we're going straight into the sun. So basically her backstory is Dad used to do a dumb joke that our family was so Martian that you bled red, but it's true. Basically was raised proud about my heritage of being one of the first settlers of Mariner Valley. Although earlier generations of your family were technicians and engineers, you're always the bigger and stronger of the kids. So I'm big, beefy lady.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's what I'm getting at. My accent is Texan, so we are
Perfect.
going for it.
You got it.
Nice. I am Aid Akintola, right?
Ade.
Ade, thank you. Yeah, and so I am an Earther, and I have Yoruban African ancestry. I have a fair amount of personal style, which most of this checks out. Only I'm a white guy, and enjoy dressing and presenting yourself well. Sure, I enjoy that. That said, you tend to dress down just slightly on the job, artfully making sure you don't look too good. And I'm a natural leader. I'm also brilliant, and you all fear me.
So
I
are
don't know
you
about
the
that part.
money? Are you the money? Like, are you
Perfect.
like sponsoring this particular travel, the ship?
I feel like I am. Yeah, I think that either that or I am.
Like an ambassador.
I am the babysitter
The
watching
babysitter?
the
Oh.
investment.
Yeah, because you could be part of the crew, babysitting the investment, or you could be cargo. You could be a person that they need to move from A to
Immediately, what comes to mind is Davy Jones, part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. What's the vibe for
I
you?
Well, I want to leave it up to
I
you.
think it'd be so funny if you were a babysitter.
It would be.
I like
Yeah,
that
it
vibe.
feels
Cool.
kind of.
I like that vibe.
Awesome.
Like,
Okay.
I need to prove myself. Don't screw this up.
All right. So, pilot, you are the one. Casey's the one who finds this information. This ship. How do you disseminate it to the crew? Get on the speaker and tell everybody.
Get onto the speaker immediately and be like, so there's like a ghost ship that's just like floating out here. If anyone wants to come and check this out, I hear a bunch of dollar signs, and I think you should, just get on over here. And I say over and out. You just hear
Over and out, yeah. And so everybody else on the ship, ship's in this picture like a skyscraper with the engine at the bottom and the ops deck at the top, which is where our pilot just was. Currently, you're going to be accelerating towards your destination. So the ground, like the engines are the ground. That's how gravity works. And then if we, in this case, if we turn to the ship to investigate it, we're actually going to flip over and start decelerating towards, but then the engine will still be the ground because you're getting pushed into it.
Gravity
Okay.
isn't real.
No, the Expanse says it is. We're playing
My
a fantasy
bones
game
beg to differ.
Yeah.
But does anybody want to come up to the deck or comment or say, no, we should not go there, or yes, 100%, I'm already getting in my back suit?
I feel like
Operation technology, particularly computers.
Okay. I'm going myself. If no one comes out here. I'm letting y'all know. I don't really care. I'm flying
Okay.
towards it.
Based upon my intelligence, would I be able to tell, based upon what the ship looks like, because I have both engineering and technology as a skill, would I be able to tell on this ghost ship where we would be able to enter or where the cargo bay might be?
Absolutely. So let's get our first roll.
Okay.
All right. So it's an age system, so 3d6. And I would like you to make an intelligence technology.
Okay. So I got a 6, a 3, and a 1. So that's a 10 total. What do I add? Ability score. So that's a 2. So 12.
Excellent. Do you have a focus in technology?
Yes.
You sure do. That's an additional +2.
So that's a 14.
100% of success. You're going to get a bunch of information about it. And although you didn't get any stunt points, you did roll a 6 on the drama die. Which
Okay.
means the churn goes up by 1.
Now, what's the churn? That sounds
Churn.
yummy.
Yeah,
What
it's
did I do?
fantastic. It's butter. No.
It's
It's
so
amazing.
I get
Yeah.
Make
So-
it his
so
butter.
on our stream, we did a butter churn every time. But so we have this little churn tracker. If this gets to 10, something bad happens.
Oh, God.
nice, thanks.
Every time something good happens to you, we track it. And as soon as 10 good things happen, it's a 50-50 chance.
This is like real life.
20 good things happen, something bad happens.
Okay.
If it gets to 30, there's an epic churn, and like your ship might blow up.
All right.
Oh,
So
cool.
none of y'all roll 6s.
I'll do my
Oh,
best.
there's other ways to increase the churn. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
None of y'all do anything stupid.
I mean,
Zoe, I'm going into a sun.
So, you're on the sensors. You're taking a look at the ship as your ship. Do we have a name for the ship? What do we want to name the ship?
Sparkle's fantastic.
Sparkle's fantastic, 100%.
The SS sparkles fantastic.
Yeah, you're right.
As the SS Sparkles Fantastic goes into a flip and burn maneuver.
Oh, nice.
So everybody feels that moment of like 0G.
I feel like when that happens, my character's gonna be like, I always hated that. That was horrible.
I love it. You're a belter.
Yep.
Most belters are very, very familiar with space, but you're a belter from Ganymede. You actually grew up in gravity,
Yeah.
just lesser gravity than like Earth. So yeah,
And so as a
absolutely.
result, it's kind of long and stringy.
Yeah. Belters are generally taller.
Yeah.
A lot of times they have to take bone density medication as they're growing up.
You
Makes
see,
sense.
Chow is like gripping a vomit bag
Yeah.
because he's not used to this at all.
All right.
Casey,
So the SS
Sparkles.
Sparkles.
Sparkles fantastic.
Sparkle's fantastic. I was like, sprinkles? No, Sparkle's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I mean, it could be
Sparkle's
sprinkles.
fantastic. There's sprinkles
It's
all
pink.
across the side.
Yeah, the whole thing looks like a
I
donut.
somehow wrapped it pink. No one knows how I did it.
It's like going like this, and it's like, ooh, a cool thing. So we flip over,
Yeah.
and we start decelerating towards it. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a piloting check from you.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Okay.
Yeah, this is dexterity
About to
pilot.
say, is there any way I could help because
I do
I'm
not
a
have
technician
piloting.
and work with engines?
You're busy on the sensors right now.
Darn.
You're not gonna help
Hey,
me
where
at
am
all.
I?
Where do you
I
want
don't
to
know. Where are you?
I want
be?
to.
Blue cabins?
Yeah.
You want to be up on the ops
I
section?
would be. I think I would be like right at the bridge, kind of watching the door go in.
Backseat driving.
Okay. So
very much so. Yeah.
is Ade
Are
a
you sure we
coffee
should be that
drinker, tea drinker? Do you have a
for
beverage?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another thing about the setting is that you've got 0G cups. So you've actually got a bulb of tea. It's like a rubber, and you kind of just squeeze that to
Yeah.
get it
Like a
jet
no
into your mouth.
spill fountain.
Nice.
Exactly.
I like that.
So you're up on the ops deck and you're seeing this happen.
Nice. Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
What have we got?
I
I'm
got
very
16.
tensely.
You got a 16, absolutely a success, and you roll doubles,
Yes.
so you stunt,
Yes.
and so you get 5 stunt points.
Nice.
You can use those to basically, make your piloting check that much better.
Awesome.
As Zoe, your character is Addison. As Addison is feeding you the information about the ship, where the docking areas
Yeah.
are, you're able to bring up like perfectly beside it. Cut the engine
Well
at just the right
done.
time. All the math lines up perfect.
So I actually had an idea for Chow too.
Oh yeah.
As we're like slowing down, and as Addison is on the sensors, I kind of want to look and see if there's any like security, because I'm looking at Chow's character sheet, and he has a focus in security
Okay.
to try and see like if
You're
there's any
a bit
like
of a combat medic.
to try and see like if there's any like
Got that
security
training.
devices that we should be aware of on the sensors or anything like
Good
that.
call. Good call. Go ahead and make a perception. And we'll add your focus and security to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 5, 5, and 1.
5, 5, and 1. So we got an 11.
And
Where's
then
your perception? Conrad?
12.
12, and then the +2 from security, so a 14.
14. Yeah.
Excellent. You can see that there's no like security stuff on the ship that's immediately noticeable. It definitely
Nothing that would impede us.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's the ship definitely has a look like it's been through some fights. Like there's repairs on it. You can see what are called PDCs, point defense cannons,
Mhm.
that'll shoot like shrapnel at you. They're not active.
Okay.
Let's get a little bit more of the information from the sensors now that we're back to you.
Mhm.
The other ship is a little bigger than a large ship's boat or drop ship. Probably a small modified freighter, about 30 meters long. It clearly has a drive cone for an Epstein drive, which means it can actually move around the solar system fast,
Mhm.
as opposed to taking the time that we take in our current
I'm actually
century.
shocked that I know a lot of this.
A visual scan, this is you, shows it has a torpedo launcher
Okay.
and point defense cannons,
Okay.
meaning
Cool.
it's either a military or security ship or a pirate.
Pirate would be cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all want to know what I
military.
think we should
want-
do with
we
this
want
here
the
shit?
data.
Oh yeah. True.
I think we should go in there. I find the engines. I fix it up, and we sell it for a lot of money.
Well, we're doing this for someone else, right? Like, aren't we on a mission to do this?
We're on
I'm
our
a
way
babysitter.
somewhere.
You're on a mission doing something else, and you
Oh,
just
we found the
painter.
painter.
We're on our way.
Now,
This is like
cali-
the
calibrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we're all just like seeing dollar signs.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
I think
100%.
Chow wants to like go through the like the medical bay just to see if
Okay,
there's any
yeah.
like fancy medical stuff.
Ooh, yeah, you're pulling
know?
out like the bag, and you're like, I
Yeah.
don't need these. I'm gonna fill it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got like a huge duffel bag ready to go. You know.
Good. And okay, so there's no registry name or related markings on the ship's hull. No active transponder signal, which is illegal.
This tells me this might be a pirate
Feels
ship.
like pirate
Or it could
ship.
be
Yeah.
military. Military can shut theirs off.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah.
But
You
a
don't wanna-
military wouldn't just leave their ship out and about.
That's true. And it doesn't look like it's been in a recent fight. It hasn't
Okay.
been scuttled.
Here's a thought. What if this is a joke or
But if
fake
this is
or
like a
trap?
trap, like we can get on there and then they just go pew pew at us.
They do what?
Pew pew at us.
Oh, I thought you said poop you out. I was like,
No, pew
that's not a
pew.
skill.
And then
I mean, it
takes
could
out
be.
Allie takes out their guns and like twirls.
Please do not do that in the ship.
It's all right. It's all
It
right.
only happened one time. I only broke the ship's hull once.
I only
You won't
pooped you
let
out
go.
of
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So we just have to be really careful.
All right.
I
So-
agree.
Yes. A lack of transponder can mean it's damaged or offline, or it could be an illegal modification. The lack of registry suggests that the ship is a smuggler or pirate.
A snuggler,
Mhm.
space snuggler.
The name of this ship is the Space Snuggler.
I do want to
Funny
add that we did release the snuggler.
Oh yeah, I wrote that.
You
The
did?
smuggler.
Yeah.
Actually, the trader / smuggler.
That's right. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, but
And
you did write that.
Yeah, and actually, if I can do a little bit of a teary-eyed shout out.
Yes.
I was writing that last year when one of my older brothers passed away. But Green Ronin was very kind and allowed me to use the cover as a tribute for my brother.
Yeah.
What he
I'm
might
gonna
have
pull
looked
it up
like
right now.
20 or 30 years later in his life.
Oh my goodness.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
and his
absolutely.
birthday is tomorrow. So, yeah.
That is
Kismet,
awesome.
man.
And
That is
so
awesome.
I'm gonna tell my brother, one of my other brothers, Addy, who is the twin brother. You should be watching this.
I hope I'm doing you
I'll tell him
justice.
Yeah, so my brother who passed away, his name is Kari. He was known as Conspiracy. He was a rapper in Toronto. Wonderful guy. And his twin brother Addy also does rap music in Toronto under
That's so
Mindbender.
Mindbender. We'll pull up that art here in just a minute, but that's a wonderful story.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you for sharing.
Gorgeous.
Let's keep going. There are no heat readings coming off of the ship and no other energy readings. That likely means the reactor has shut down and there is no breathable air.
Okay.
Okay.
So you've pulled up right beside it, and you can send out the little like ship umbilical. You can put yourselves in your vac suits and head on over.
Okay.
Oh, Casey's already like halfway in it when everybody's like figuring out if they want to go in or not. She's like, "Are you going? Are we? What's going on?" And she's like, already.
I like
All
to
right.
think that, so like in Chow's backstory, he was like, sent to jail for stuff that he did, and then his dad bailed him out. Mom's been dead for a while. And like, I like to think that this is his first like real space adventure,
Yeah.
So he's like trying to figure out the vac suit and just struggling for a few minutes.
It's all right. Everybody always double checks vac suits.
Yeah.
So you struggle, but someone else will come and say, "This part here, this part here."
So cold. You need some help? Oh God, I started doing your.
You did.
Yeah,
So
what
you
is
need
that
some
accent?
help over
Yes, I'm not familiar with this thing. It's
You
new.
have to zip it
Why does a vac suit have a zipper?
That's okay.
because we zip you up and
That
then
wasn't
we
funny.
vacuum seal it.
Okay, that doesn't make sense, but I'll accept it for
Yeah.
now.
Okay, here I'm gonna zip you up now like a pretty woman.
Wait, what?
How does it look?
That's not how you.
That's in a
You
jar
look-
friend.
You
Real
look
close.
gorgeous.
I am the belle of the
Close
ball.
friends.
Yeah, exactly.
I think normal day.
I love it. This is good energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
very much a role play group.
Yeah.
It's
My
very much a
culture
yes
match
Anders.
Yes, it
And I'll
does.
be like, can we focus, please?
All right.
I am focusing. I am in here right now.
We're getting in our
We're not
back
wrapping
seat.
anybody up like a pretty lady.
I do
got him in
feel
his
like a
back
pretty
seat.
lady.
All right, into the sun.
The sun it is.
All right.
Just
Send it.
launched
Okay.
Chow himself into the sun.
And so you attempt to, run the regular emergency overrides to open up their airlock, and they don't go. So you're either
Okay.
going to have to make it Yeah.
Can I make an engineering check to work on that?
Yes, you can pop it open and try and bypass it.
Okay.
This is whether you bypass it without damaging it.
Okay.
Because you'll get through either way, but if you damage it, well, you know, you might have trouble later.
This be an intelligence check and then engineering.
You got it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
4. A 1 is 5. 1 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. Plus 2 again is a 10.
Okay,
Ooh.
so a 10 is not going to be enough, but that's okay. Because
Okay.
in the system, we have something called fortune, which is your health, but you can modify your dice with your fortune. Ooh.
Okay, it says I have a fortune of 20.
Perfect. So I set the difficulty at a 13, and you got an 11.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. So you're going to need to bump yourself up to a 13, which means you're going to need to get one of your
3.
dice to a 4.
One of my dice to a 4.
So if you change this one that rolled a 1 to a 4, that'll cost you 4 fortune. If you change this one to a 4, that'll cost you 8 because it's the drama die
Okay.
and it's more value.
I'm gonna do this one.
Perfect.
So I need to roll it, or
Nope.
no? It's fine.
You spend
Okay.
4 fortune, which turns it into a 4.
Okay.
So now you're at 16 fortune.
Okay.
And you said
perfect.
that's
Nice.
health.
That's also health. Yeah.
Love.
Okay. That's
But-
fine.
You're one of, I was gonna say you're the main character. You're one of the main characters of the show.
Straight
of
up
the
NPC.
stream.
Yeah.
So
cover that
technically, I can't die.
That's right.
Plot
Until your
armor.
fortune runs out.
Sorry.
Fortune is the plot armor. In this game,
Okay.
you get shot. You don't actually get shot. You dodge out of the way because your fortune protects you. It's when you're out of fortune you start taking injuries and you're like, oh no.
Okay.
Yeah,
So almost like console.
exactly.
So it's
perfect.
like
The
an
vest
overshield.
is the fortune.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It has a different IP.
Now
It's like a Halo overshield.
you modified your dice. That increases the turn by 1.
Oh my God.
Oh
Thank
no!
you.
What is this monkey paw kind of arrangement?
Yeah, no kidding.
100%.
I seem to be the only one who's making the churn
You really
happen.
are.
Now, if you the other way that the turn generally goes up is ending a significant scene and spending 4 or more stunt points in one go.
I'm sorry, guys.
Good news. I have 5 of them.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Well, we're learning.
Just spend all 5.
We're building this planet. We're flying it.
Okay,
Let's chaos this.
All right.
because you kind of dig deep and use your fortune to get in there, you open the airlock and you find the ship completely darkened. There are no lights in there. You just have your little lights on your helmets.
Could we say for flavor why it was so hard for Addie to get it done is because there was something weird with it?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
yeah. It's like, you know what? Something here has been purged in the memory system. Like, this is not my fault. Let me pop this open. Oh, some of these wires are fused. I gotta rewire.
And so right now, are you 3 on the ship?
We
You
were
never
waiting
said
for
if you
Addie.
were coming.
Yeah, me
I'm on the bridge.
I'm on. I'm
No,
at
I'm
the
the
part
executive.
where we
You're
can
gonna
open
tell
up
everybody
the
what to do.
airlock.
Yeah.
Casey's
But I
just
think-
waving.
I'm in front of everybody. I was
That's right.
trying to get
And
into the ship.
Casey's just waving.
So just to be clear, although I sound like a jerk right now, that's Troy. But as this character, I'm really kind and inspiring. So so feel inspired.
You're just gonna
Feel
say, you're
inspired.
just gonna like inspire us through the comms, like you guys are doing a good job.
Yes, good
I can't
job.
see
Good.
what you're doing.
You've done it.
Keep going.
Keep going. Don't
This is
stop.
going to start doing something to us. I'm going to ask you to stop.
Make sure to find the money.
No, you're all inspired.
All right, so the 3 of you, get to move forward into the ship,
Yep.
and immediately something in front of you floats down in your field of view. Roll initiative.
Oh, cool.
So roll
This
3d6
is
and add
alien,
your
isn't it?
dexterity.
This is alien, isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay, why couldn't I roll this nice last time?
That's a 2, 2, and a 1.
Oh, very low.
What was the dexterity?
Yeah, adding dexterity.
So 2, 4, 5,
Spire says,
7.
"Yay, you sort of did it."
11.
11.
Yay! I got a 12.
12. Okay. So I'll read the gray box text. I'm doing this all from memory, but it's actually here.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to get this adventure, you can actually get this one free.
That's absolutely right.
Salvage Drop is
Download it.
free, and you
Yeah.
can play this for your group.
This
Absolutely.
reminds me a lot of 7th Sea.
You don't get a Meric with this.
No,
But
I'm not free.
No, not at all.
We have to pay royalties for that.
It's clear that the interior of the ship beyond the airlock is in vacuum. The interior is dark, save for some luminescent strips of emergency lighting. A dark shape looms off to the right as you enter, something drifting in the microgravity past your field of vision. You roll initiative. You get to go first. What do? You're in the front.
Okay. We have lights on our.
Yeah, you got some lights.
Okay. I would like to shine, like, if it's like a free action, shine a light at it to see what it is.
All right, so more of a conservative approach. Definitely the last time I ran this, someone was like, I pull my gun out and shoot.
Well, I immediately was like, but I'm like,
But
I
you're gonna
gotta
look.
wait to see if it's a person.
Perfect. The shape is someone in a vac suit. Their feet still magnetically locked to the deck as they're waving back and forth, but the faceplate of their suit is broken with small shards floating weightlessly around their head. The person inside the suit is dead, but the vacuum conditions make it difficult to tell for how long.
Okay. I'm
How's
gonna
gonna
say,
look
so there's a, I'm gonna say it through the comm so that a day can hear us too. So there's a dead body here. Their face mask is broken. That doesn't seem normal.
Do any of you have any kind of medical?
I am a medic, but I cannot heal death.
We tried.
Yeah.
I
Hooray,
wasn't
you
able
didn't
to in
do
the
it.
past.
Do you want us to go in further?
Can you investigate? Yeah, I just want to. We want to know
Yes, I'll inspect
how
the body.
this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and make a medicine. So this is intelligence medicine.
Oh,
So a 4, 4, and a 1. So
Excellent.
9. And then you said intelligence medicine. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14, absolutely. So with a 14, it's definitely difficult still with just being in vacuum and not having any sort of decomposition.
Yeah.
But this person, okay, yeah. No, this is the vacuum. Where's the person?
I think I have like 6 pages.
Yeah, right. Okay. So it looks as if this person died from the suffocation from this being broken.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
That there are no other wounds on the body. You would guess probably in the space of 1 to 2 weeks.
Interesting.
Okay.
there are some questions from the chat.
Oh, what
They
do we
wanted
got,
to know what suit are they wearing? Is it
Ooh.
Mars or Delta?
Good question.
I told them
Yeah.
Union suit, but that's not right.
We are
I
not at the
feel-
transport union yet.
That's right.
I feel like I'm
That's
wearing a Martian suit with a giant Martian flag on it.
Nice. Yeah. Transport union launching on Back to Kids.
That's
September
right.
9.
Yeah, we'll have some links towards the end of the program. But when I said Union suit, it's the one with the kind of long johns that have the butt flap.
Oh.
So they are in just generic vaccine, not military, which you're thinking more like pirates or smugglers at this
So,
point.
so maybe me meta thinking they
Yeah.
got something that they picked up that turned. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. You should get off that
This-
ship.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
getting
say
off the
I
ship.
don't like this.
I don't like that either.
Okay.
And yeah.
Getting off the
Okay,
ship and putting a boot. You could put a claim on it
Yes.
So-
without investigating further.
What is there anything? So I know we just entered into like the cargo bay. Is there any kind of paneling or anything
I do.
that I could do to turn on the lights at least?
Unfortunately, not. So basically, there's no power on the ship.
Okay.
You to turn the power on, you have to go all the way down to engineering
Mhm.
and turn that on. Or you could go up to command and bring a local battery to get some of their info.
Can I,
But
I-
danger.
Yeah,
But danger.
as the pilot, like we go back onto our ship, but
Mhm.
can I tow this ship
That's another thing.
behind us?
Interesting.
That's a great
We could totally
idea.
do it.
Throw some grapplers on it. In space, everything is technically weightless. It just means you're going to use up a little bit more of your reaction mass. You might want to. So, in the Expanse, all of this is mathed out in sciencey. You've got water on board that you use to maneuver by shooting it out. It's called reaction mass.
Mhm.
And your
I like
Epstein
that.
will pull stuff up, but you're going to use up more of that in maneuvers, pulling something else. So you're going to need to pick a closer port. rather than maybe your immediate one. So that might be a challenge for you. That might make your delivery late.
That's right. So I got to work out the logistics and get a hold of some people. But I think I'm also really concerned about what's on this
At
ship.
that point, thank you for giving me that line. You feel a little vibration along the hull, up your magnetic boots, as if something heavy and metal just clanged into a side of the ship.
So will I know that from sensors
No,
or something?
they'll know that. They'll know that. So
But if I'm on the bridge, what do I feel? Or
what do you? You would actually. So there's no sound at this point. You would just start hearing them.
I was
freaking
about
out.
to
You
say
hear-
that.
see
You
immediately
can't
Get
really
off
do
the ship.
anything.
Get off
I
the
was
ship.
about to say, do we feel it in terms of close to us or deeper in the ship?
Close to you.
No. An alien
Are we
situation.
backing out? Are we running down this airlock?
I mean, that's going to be
Abort,
Child's first
abort.
reaction.
Abort, 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 abort. Okay.
Who's in the back?
I'm in the front, so I can't be in the back. I know you're technically in front of me.
Are you in the
Yes,
front?
we
but
So
you're
what
in the
I'm
back?
We had
going,
the airlock, and we moved in, and there was the dead body hanging here, and you were
I'm like,
fastest.
okay, so what I'm gonna do,
But
you
then
came
were by
out
the
to
body,
investigate.
Yeah, you were looking.
so I'm grabbing you and throwing you back into the throwing you back into towards our ship
Yeah,
and then telling you to start running.
Chow is
Book it.
definitely going to, like,
Okay.
you know,
And I'm gonna stand I'm gonna like
You know what? Give me.
I'm gonna like walk backwards with my gun like ready to shoot in case something comes.
I like it. Okay, so you're Superman flying. Give us a dexterity test with free fall.
okay.
If you have it, which as a belter, I think you do. No, you don't. Like microgravity free fall is kind of like the dexterity focus. for
Okay.
I got a 10.
that. Oh, that's enough. You're going down a straight line, and you're not having any trouble.
You're mad. You know I hate it when you throw me like that.
Yeah. It's just like sitting outside the door waiting, and you just see.
But then I get back into the gravity of our ship, and it's like, ah.
Oh, no gravity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Since you're on the float right now, you're just
Yeah,
in
because we're on like a
microgravity.
bridge.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay, and then so you're running down.
I guess so. I'm doing what I was told.
Yeah, and you're going backwards.
I'm walking backwards, like run, walk backwards, making sure that nothing's coming up behind
I
us.
like it.
All right, so
Actually,
imagine.
should I close the ship? I could and have the airlock close again.
It's a good
Should
plan.
I do that?
It's a good plan.
Well,
Okay,
we
so
might
this
leave
is
you behind to do that.
Well, the bridge is still connected.
True.
We would have to
True.
disconnect the bridge. I just don't
Okay.
want this thing running onto our ship.
yeah. So I got you. So picture right now that the ship is like sideways. You're looking down, and the floor of the ship is to your right,
Mm-hmm.
and so the ladder of the ship kind of runs like this, with the engine down that way, and ops deck up front.
Mm-hmm.
Crawling up the ladder is this like sleek, silvery black metallic drone form with like articulated legs and machine guns. And it's crawling towards you. 100% Martian military make.
Martian military? Oh no. Okay, if I recognize that right away, I feel like immediately Addie goes, oh, and then it turns where and then starts pulling the lever like close the airlock.
Perfect. Yeah.
Now, do I see what they see, or like through?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Through cameras.
I'll do the same. Like, get out of there.
So I'm closing it so that we can. Do I have to do another roll?
If you want to seal it from this thing,
Yeah.
yes. But also you can just close it and you can like disengage your umbilical, because then it has to jump across space to get to your ship.
I'm not risking anything, man. I'm gonna head back over to where it was on the outside, right? And I do the thing
Yeah.
to close it back up,
Yeah, let's
which
make
would
the
be another technology.
Can we say for flavor? Because I think it'd be funny. While you're like freaking out and trying to close the door, you just see Casey just like.
Through.
And if I see it starting to, and if it locks on me, I'm gonna start blasting.
Yeah. Smash.
Okay, that is a better roll. I got
Oh,
another
good.
6 on that one.
Hey, okay, so we're gonna.
Okay. 2 6s, so 2 6s is 12.
Wow.
Plus a 2 is 14. Plus technology was a 2, makes it 16 plus another 2 is 18.
That's 100%
Wow.
of success. And I would say that with 6 stunt points, you're able to seal that ship with like an emergency security lock. Like you download your own security files, close that up. The drone cannot open this, and you get back onto your ship.
I'm gonna be, yes, Addy.
And yeah, you
I
can take
deserve a drink after that.
yeah, you can take grapplers from your ship.
Yeah.
uh,
I'm still
Snag
taking this
this one.
thing. I'm still taking it.
and you can take it to a nearby port.
And- I mean, it's all like locked up, so might as well just.
Man.
So what you kind of suss out from this is that some pirates or some smugglers came into possession of some Martian military tech, and somebody turned it on.
Dummies.
Yeah, that's never that great.
Don't mess
No.
with Martian mate.
I'm saying don't mess with Addy. Like you took care of some business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel awesome. I like this.
Well, you can take the character home.
Oh,
Please
nice.
do. Take, like, if you want, take all
Gonna
these
friend
characters, take
him.
this as well. Play the Expanse.
Yeah, play the Expanse.
Listen, I
It's
had-
pretty for
When you
so
started
good.
saying
Yeah.
some of the stuff about like how
Transport union.
creepy it was, I started curling my toes. I was getting into it.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Also, great GM.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
Phenomenal.
so much. Thank you so much. So Meric has to jump.
Mhm.
Another what I don't know.
A
the way
lovely
missions I'm
other
running.
game that you're running.
A demo
That's
that
right.
I'm running, absolutely,
Do
yeah.
you want to share anything? Promote anything?
I would love to promote a couple of things.
Yes.
I mean, first, I will promote our new stream coming up. It'll be Starfall Detective Agency.
Love it.
It is a fantasy age diesel punk.
You were telling about it?
Yeah,
earlier.
exactly.
So excited about that.
That sounds so fun.
The session 0, if you didn't hear before, is now up on YouTube under Skyhammer Press.
So you know what I think I'll do is I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I'll play that
Oh, love it.
on our YouTube.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
Thank you so
You
much.
bet, you
Yeah,
bet. I'm so excited about it.
yeah.
Absolutely thrilled.
And then I'm hopping off to demo 1-hour combat demo of the Stormlight RPG by Brotherwise,
Nice.
for which I am a writer.
I tell you, we knew him when.
Yeah. Well,
I know.
I mean,
I was about
The
to say,
first
show 'em your
one-
tattoo.
Oh, I love this.
the
Yeah, can everyone
first
see
one
that?
here is the Expanse. Can we see that? Yeah.
That
This
is such a cool idea.
the writing portfolio, and the Expanse is the first one on there.
Nice.
That is awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, actually, the first thing that I wrote for the Expanse, we finally have the name of the book,
Oh yeah,
the
right.
Free
yeah.
Navy Conflict.
That's right.
So
yeah.
we can say that.
We
that
can
I wrote
say it,
That
and
I wrote
yes.
an adventure in that one.
That's right. We can actually talk about it. Yeah.
Nice.
Meric, you are a phenomenal human being, a wonderful GM. Thank you for taking some time to kind of put us through this, stuff, and thank you all for, saving us
It
and
was
so
so
much
much
fun.
fun.
not setting
A
a
lot of fun.
drone
I
loose
love
on us.
stuff like this.
I don't know.
Stuff like
I was
this.
going to, but y'all weren't letting me be chaotic, so I was just gonna sit
Yeah.
here.
No, all the chaos all the time.
All the chaos all the time. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, chat, thank you for hanging out. We've got some other things happening later this afternoon. It is, it's only noon 31. Woo, you got to go. But everybody, keep your eye on our channel. I think what I'm going to do is right after this, I'm going to set up your session 0 and
Yeah,
play it
yeah.
so everyone kind of be familiar with it while they're kind of hanging out and
Nice.
we've got their attention.
Thank you. Yeah, Chad. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
And thank you for the game.
Thank
Of
you.
course.
This
Yeah,
was
a lot of
fun.
fun.
Also, I didn't know you were waiting for us to play. I thought you had like other people.
No,
so now I
it was
feel
you.
worse.
All right, we're still here, buddy.
We
Try
said bye
yourself.
preemptively.